Hello all. This is my second review of Forever Red. A couple months ago I reviewed Forever Red, but the webcam I was using acted up, so I had to do a really quick review, and Forever Red doesn't deserve that. It's a anniversary team-up episode. So I deleted that video and I put this video up. Yeah. So, how does Forever Red shape up? Because I did not mention it in the Wildforce review because I wanted it to be its own review, much like Once a Ranger will be when I get to the Operation Overdrive review. Okay? And the Legendary Battle will be its own thing too, by the way. Oh, I've seen clips of that, so I don't know what I'll do with that, but it'll be its own thing too, since it's also a review, since it's also a anniversary team-up. So Forever Red opens up on the moon. Yes, in the PR universe, as established in Lost Galaxy, and anytime else, there is air on the moon in the PR universe. There shouldn't be, but there is. Okay? And we see the remains of the Machine Empire, otherwise known as the Beetleborgs, are trying to resurrect King Mondo, and they have this plan of also releasing bringing back Lord Zedd's old weapon, old Zord Serpentera. Yeah. Now, we over here, we see that Andros has overheard all of this, and Andros manages to escape. We then cut and we see Bulk and Skull at some place where I guess they're waiters or something. Apparently the place is called Bulk Myers. So I guess Bulk owns it, but Tommy is his boss or something like that. And you get some good cameo nods about the stuff Bulk and Skull have done in this season. They hand the phone to Tommy, and Tommy gets a call. I'm assuming this call is from Andros. So then we see the Wildforce Rangers, but we also see Carter Grayson, Lightspeed Rescue Red Ranger, says that he needs Cole's help. I don't know. It's never explained why just Cole has to do this. I mean, I know it's called Forever Red, but it would be nice to have an explanation as to why it's just the Red Rangers doing all this. That would be nice once in a while. So Carter takes Cole to some warehouse somewhere where they meet the other Red Rangers, where you have Wes and Eric from Time Force. Eric's here, by the way, to fill the 10th one of these, because Rocky's not here, and you need 10 Red Rangers, so you have Eric here. And Eric kind of sort of is a Red Ranger, even though he's a Special Ranger. It's a very complicated situation. Cole meets Andros. Cole also meets the Red Turbo Ranger, which in this case is TJ. And we find out that TJ's full name is Theodore J. Jarvis Johnson. And all of that. And they also all meet Tommy, who's the leader of this operation. We're told that Leo, the Red Galaxy Ranger, and Orico, the Red Space Ranger, are going to meet them on the moon or something after Leo picks up Orico. Andros mentioned that there is one Red Ranger still on Earth, and Tommy thought that he would at least jump at this idea. And that's when we see Austin St. John as Jason Lee Scott, the original Red Ranger. And yes, I do prefer Rocky, and yes, I do prefer Jason over Rocky, even though the other two replacements of Red Rangers actually prefer in terms of Adam over Zach and Aisha over Trini, but that's for different situations. So, the 8 of that time Red Rangers are filled in by Tommy that the Machine Empire is trying to bring back Serpentera. The closest Lord Zedd ever got to defeating the Power Rangers by himself was with Serpentera. But he forgot, he couldn't figure out a reliable power source for it. I don't know, something that never runs out, or something like that. But anyway. So, The Rangers arrive on the moon without Leo and Orko, and they basically fight off the foot soldiers or whatever. They're fighting off the Machine Empire here. And it's nice. You got Andros and Carter doing what they do with their blasters, which is good. So then the fight escalates to the moon. And yes, again, unmorphed people can breathe on the moon. This is when Eric and Orko show up. And of course, it would not be a Power Ranger team-up without a team morphing sequence, and we get that here. Every Ranger morphs individually. So you have Jason, which does the It's Morphin' Time, you know, with the It's Morphin' Time and holds up the morpher and all that. It is the Dino Morpher, so it is the Dino Morpher, so yeah, that can play something later. Tommy does the Zeo It's Morphin' Time thing, you know, Power Ranger Z. Oh, you got Terry J with Shifted to Turbo. You know, Andros does the Let's Rocket pose with a 3-3-5. You know, Leo with the Go Galactic, Carter, Lightspeed, Rescue Call. West goes Time 4, Time Force. Eric goes Quantum Power. And then you get Cole, who does Wild Wildforce morphing call. And of course you get the cheesy explosion after Power Ranger team-ups. I guess it's a staple of team-ups, but it's really cheesy. And you get some fights. And they're good, especially when you see the MMPR Red Ranger suit doing the modern wire work. That's always nice. So, after destroying the Machine Empire, the leader of it, Vengeance, or Vengix, or whatever his name is, I don't really know what his name is, the guy who looks like the Black Beetle board, he goes into Serpentera. And this is and here's the biggest problem with this. The ending to this episode is not that good. Because Serpentera was a massive Zord that nearly destroyed one Megazord, and we don't even get a Megazord fight. Instead, we get the Wildforce Rider that Cole got during the Animus storyline, and that is how Serpentera is destroyed, just by taking the Wildforce Rider into the mouth of Serpentera destroys that. So it's very anticlimactic, and it's the one thing that hurts probably one of the most epic and greatest Power Ranger episodes in all time, up there with Countdown to Destruction and all 5 parts of Green of Evil. So, after saving the world, the Rangers depart. Cole makes a message that Tommy is the greatest Ranger of all time. And then you get the, what I guess you would call is the ego check thing, where all of them say something about what they did as a Red Ranger. But by far the best line of these, since they're all ad-libs, by far the best one of these is Jason's line, where he says that while he was helping save the world, Time was kissing Kimberly at the juice bar. That was always a nice little throwback line, and that's Forever Red. It's probably the single best episode in Wildforce minus the finale. And I think it's a tad bit better than the finale, but I also think it should have been 2 parts. And I believe it was originally planned to be 2 parts, but Disney didn't want it to be 2 parts because they already had a 2-part episode in this same block of episodes. So, this is one of those things that seemed rushed. I will say, because it's 1 part, everything in it seemed rushed. And also, of course, Danny Slavin, of course, wasn't even there for the majority of filming. They had to film him in front of a green screen, or they had to digitally impose him into this episode because of his falling out with Saban, which makes it quite interesting that he's back for Legendary Battle later this year. Which, the only problem I have with Super Megaforce right now is the fact that they put so much emphasis on all these Legendary Rangers. We've only seen 2. Okay, we have 12 that are coming back, but we've only seen 2. Jaden and Casey, and of those 2, you could argue Casey And you could argue Casey was more of a tribute than Jaden, because Jaden was merely a 5-minute cameo, where Casey is pretty much in his entire episode. We haven't seen any other ones yet. I'm assuming Tommy's probably going to get 4 or 5 episodes, but I could be wrong on that. So that's where I think it dropped the ball, and that's why I don't think Super Megaforce is as epic as people thought it was going to be. Especially since they're doing these legendary powers different than what the Sentai did, because from my understanding of the Sentai that Super Megaforce is based on, the people had to go find each individual ranger and get the powers that way. But like I said, this is a very good episode, and it deserves where its ranking as one of the top 5 episodes and as one of the top 10 episodes of Power Rangers ever. Like I said, I know a little bit about Once a Ranger, so I have not seen the full episode though, but I do know certain parts of it. So I can't say for sure that it's better than Once a Ranger yet from Operation Overdrive, because I've also heard that a lot of people don't like Operation Overdrive, but some people do. I know what Operation Overdrive deals with, and it seems like that's an interesting idea that was implemented in the Dino Charge. But, again, I still have to finish Ninja Storm, which I'll probably be finishing probably tomorrow, and have my review written probably by Wednesday or Thursday, so it'll be uploaded no later than Saturday, or Friday or Saturday. And then I'll move on to Dino Thunder and all that. And Dino Thunder, I could try to do the review from memory, but I'm not going to, because it's been 10 years since I've seen Dino Thunder, so I want to go back and have the refresher course with it. So, while I normally don't do episodes reviews, in this case, I'm giving Forever Red a perfect score of 5 out of 5, or 10 out of 10, however you want to judge episodes. I don't, well, okay, 5 out of 5 or 10 out of 10 is totally perfect, would mean there's nothing wrong, but like I said, I don't like the finish. I don't like the overall end of the episode. So, I don't like the whole Serpentera destruction, so 9.5 out of 10, or 9.75 out of 10, or 4.75 out of 5, however you judge what a perfect score of TV episodes are. So the next review in the Power Rangers series will be Ninja Storm, which will be up probably Friday, unless I get the review written before that. And then Dino Thunder's review will probably be uploaded a month later, because I don't watch these constantly. I watch one disc of the 5 per week, so it takes me at least 5 weeks to get through all of them, to get through the episodes. And that's if I want to finish it, or if I'm inclined to. Because I did not have any way of doing videos, I was not inclined to finish Ninja Storm. I started when I had a way, but I didn't have a way to film videos, so I was not inclined to finish it. So yeah. So if you like this video, down there's the like button, down there's the subscribe button if you like that. If you want to comment on a video, you can comment down there, and I'll check the video and read them. And I'll add this to the Power Ranger review playlist I just made to make it easier to find some of these. So thanks for watching, and goodbye.